Hello students, today we are going to discuss in 9th standard unit 2 part 2 the sound of music, and the title is Sehnai of Bismillah Khan. Now before going to start the lesson, it is necessary for all of us to know about the history of Sehnai. Actually Sehnai means Pungi. The Pungi had been banned by the Emperor Aurangzeb because during that time it had been given the reason it had a sharp and unpleasant sound, and a barber thought to improve it. So actually Aurangzeb had banned on playing the pungi because of its sharp and unpleasant irritating sound. But a barber had determined to make an improvisation on it. He chose a pipe with natural hollow stem. He made 7 holes on its body. He played on its closing and opening some of these holes. Thereafter, a beautiful sweet sound was produced, and he played it before the royalty. It needed a name, so it was named after the player, as he was a Nai. Nai means barber, and it was first played in Shah's chamber. That is why it has been given the name as Sehnai. Sah plus Nai means Sehnai. Now we shall discuss one of the most recognized personality in music, along with associated with Sehnai is Bismillah Khan. The sound of Sehnai was considered as an auspicious one, so it is played in temples and at the time of wedding, especially in the north part of India. Earlier, it was part of the traditional music groups. Ustad Bismillah Khan has brought it onto the classical stage. Now we shall discuss Bismillah Khan's childhood. As a 5-year-old boy, Bismillah Khan played gilli danda as most of the children at the village level are playing, and as he was playing gilli danda near a pond in Dumrao in Bihar. So you will have to memorize Dumrao in Bihar. That was the place of Bismillah Khan. He would go to nearby Bihariji temple. There he would sing the Bhojpuri Chaitya, and at the end he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg. It was on behalf of the local Maharaja. So this was the reward for playing the pungi, because it was the reward in the form of a laddu of 1.25 kg. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy later earned Bharat Ratna. It is the highest civilian honor in India. So Bharat Ratna has been considered as the highest honor in India. Bismillah Khan's birth and parents now we shall discuss in detail. Bismillah Khan was born on March 21st, 1926 in a family of musicians. So actually music was in his blood, in his genes. Bismillah Khan's grandfather Rasul Baksh Khan was the Sahnai Nawaz of Bhojpur King's Court, and his father Paigambar Baksh and other ancestors were great Sehnai players. So Sehnai playing was in his blood. Bismillah Khan as a young singer. The young boy Bismillah Khan took to music early in life. At 3, his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Banaras. He was attracted towards his uncle's practice, the Sehnai. Soon he started going with his uncle Ali Baksh to the Vishnu temple in Varanasi to play the Sehnai. So actually Because of, with the help of maternal uncle, he started to play Sehnai, especially in Varanasi. And soon he started practicing the playing of the instrument. For the years, the temple of Balaji and Mangla Maya and at the banks of the river Ganga, it was the place where he could practice. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to invent new rags. So the river Ganga played an important role as far as the inspiration is concerned for provoking new raga in him. Now we will go for Bismillah rise. At the age of the 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference, the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 became a big break for him. He became a Sehnai player on radio and Bismillah Khan as the first Indian. Now we shall discuss this topic. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with Sehnai on August 15, 1947. He played Rag Kafi from Red Fort to people like Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Bismillah Khan goes abroad and his effect on film world can be seen so many times in the old movies. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India as well as abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan. King HirenSir was deeply impressed by his Sehnai. He gave him priceless Persian carpets and film actor director Vijay Bhatt was greatly impressed and he named his film after his Sehnai Gunj Uthi Sehnai, after that particular instrument of Sehnai. The film was a hit and his composition Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya became a record breaker. Now, film would not Bismillah's like. Bismillah Khan's music on films did not go beyond Vijay Bhatt's Gunj Uthi Sehnai and Vikram Srinivas' Kannad film Sanadhi Apanna. He found the film world artificial and glamorous. He could not compromise with it. Now we shall discuss about the Bismillah Khan's award. Awards came in plenty for him. He became the first Indian to perform at the Lincoln Center Hall in the USA. So he was the first Indian, you will have to memorize that, who performed at the Lincoln Center Hall in America. He took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival and also in the Osaka Trade Fair. An auditorium in Tehran was also named after him, Tahar Mosiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. Even the auditorium in Tehran was named after his name. National awards like Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan were given to him, were conferred on him, and in the end the supreme award, Bharat Ratna Award, which was given to him in 2001, and he was awarded as India's highest civilian award. And at this he said, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music. So this is his saying towards and message towards our countrymen. Bismillah Khan's love for his roots. Bismillah Khan has travelled all over the world, but he is greatly fond of Banaras and Dumarao. A student of his once wanted him to head a Sehnai school in the USA. He promised to recreate an atmosphere of Banaras by making temples there. But Khan Sahib asked him if he would transport river Ganga there, then definitely he would be ready to go over there. And it is not possible for anyone to transport the Ganga from India to USA. He says that whenever he is abroad, he yearns to see Hindustan, while in Mumbai he thinks of only Varanasi and the Holy Ganga, and while in Varanasi he misses the Matha in Dumarao. Bismillah Khan's life, a great example for each and every musician, and he has been considered as an icon. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. It accepts that a Muslim like him can play the Sehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. What a beautiful person he is, even by the heart. So, this is the portrait of the Bismillah Khan.